Hello guys, Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel. What a crazy day. I had I've had a very interesting day because there's been a theme to my day, which is all about revenge, weirdly, but not personally. It just came up in my lessons. I'm a teacher, and it came up with my students, revenge and being vengeful. And then I had a discussion with my friend who is Israeli. He doesn't live in Israel. But, we started talking about the war, and it was a heated discussion because I got extremely passionate in this discussion. And it was the same thing that came up with my class because we're talking about personality adjectives. Okay, I teach English, and they were saying, what's it called when you want revenge on someone? And I said, it means you're vengeful. And then they were all like, oh, I'm vengeful, I'm vengeful. And one student said, I was always taught if somebody does something to you, you do it back to them 100 times worse. And I'm just astonished with this way of thinking because to me, like the first thing that came up in me when my student said this and is exactly this attitude that leads to war. Revenge. And it doesn't solve anything, okay? I feel like that's obvious, but is it? Or am I just living in a different reality to everyone else? I don't think so. I think it's obvious that revenge doesn't lead to healing or harmony. Isn't that obvious? I don't know. Anyway, I had to say to my students that, in my opinion, it's this attitude that leads to war. And then with my friend, he gave the example, right, but if you had family or you had given birth to a child and somebody killed it or kidnapped it and did horrific things to it, we don't need to go into detail, would you not want to kill the person who did that to your child? I don't know how I would feel in that situation. I don't know, right? I know that when I am really hurting, I'm not at my best, and I often react as opposed to respond. I know that about myself on much smaller scales, and I know that humans, most of us, are much more reactive than responsive. But also what I've learned along the way, and there is an amazing video that really encapsulates this lesson, and maybe I'll put the link if this interests you. I'll put the link below so you can watch it, and it's a clip from the documentary series Human, which is absolutely incredible if you haven't seen it, also on YouTube for free. And it's the first clip, and it's about this man. Spoiler alert, okay? If you want to watch the video, watch it now and then come back. But this man murders a wife and a child and goes to prison. And it's the most moving video. And what brought him healing and peace and harmony was not revenge. It wasn't prison, actually, or punishment or any of this. It was the mother of the woman he killed forgiving him, being able to show this person love. And it takes a huge amount of courage and contemplation and understanding, a huge capacity of love to be able to forgive somebody who's done that to somebody you love. Phenomenal. And I don't even know if I'm capable of that, but when you see the effect that it has on this man, it kind of, for me, is the answer. But it's not easy. And there's another example, actually, it's this documentary, but I don't remember the name, so I'll also put the link below. Really beautiful documentary, again, showing how compassion and love and forgiveness is what makes people change their minds. And it is so complex and nuanced and beyond an extent that any of us normal people, right, just us like humble little civilians, will ever know the truth of what's going on. And it's obviously way more complex than just love and forgiveness. It's so wishy-washy, like I understand that, but also from an energetic point of view, and I'm a generalist, right? I'm not a specialist in anything. I just zoom out and look at things from a different perspective. And looking at war as an energy or even like a way of thinking, which is us versus them. What is the root of that thinking? And how do we address the root? Not any of the details or the name of the country or the name of the politician or what religion. Insignificant, guys, unless we look at the root of us and them. But then, of course, in my conversation with my friend, it was way too general, and it wasn't at all adhering to his pain that he's in, and fear as well, actually, for his family. And it's sort of irrelevant, you know, to talk about like huge general concepts. But it's very painful. I'm finding it very hard. And I'm very grateful for life experience, which has just taught me to be able to hold multiple things at the same time, even when they contradict each other. So I'm just holding things right now that contradict and are confusing and are painful and all of this to say, like, humans are so sweet. We're so emotional and we're so sweet and we're so stupid. And that's all I'm going to say for now. That's where I'm at with it. Crazy, crazy, crazy life we live, isn't it? And then we die. And everybody you know will also die. And everybody who's alive right now will be dead in 150 years, probably. So we do it for the future generations, obviously. We do it for those that come after us. That's the significance, that's the meaning. And the indigenous have known this because all it takes is a little bit of contemplation. And what is the meaning of any of this? For the future generations, surely. And if we don't care about them, YOLO, you know? YOLO is so short-sighted. YOLO does not think about future generations. And if we don't think about future generations, then it is meaningless. It doesn't matter because you are going to die. Also, everyone you know and love is going to die. Wow, cheery message today, Jess. Oh, this is where I'm at. It's been a busy day, so I'm going to go and probably cry a little bit and then relax. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. If you are here, and if you're not, I hope you are okay right now and have peace in your heart and your mind and your life as much as you possibly can, because oh my God, crazy shit. Okay, I'll leave it there. Rambling. Love you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.